Okay, load game. There we go. Trying to figure out a good volume for this. Loading now.
What do you need?
Actually gonna leave real quick.
So, Terran Logain is the new regent? Isn't that a good thing?
Change my party out.
Blast and damnation!
I heard that he may have had something to do with the king.
What do you need?
You want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
He was like a father to you, I understand.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
No, I understand completely.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I? It's not like that would make him happier. I think he came from Hyeva, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
No, not really. Not since I went to the tower.
That must have felt a lot like when I got sent to the Chantry. You mages don't even get a say in the matter after all. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to Highever with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
I thought Darkspawn killed... Doesn't make any sense.
It's probably political nonsense.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So Templars use magic themselves?
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
Have you hunted any mages?
No, I never actually became a full Templar. Duncan recruited me before I took my vows. I was only present during one harrowing. That was all I needed, too. I don't know how anyone could get through that. The girl they tested, she had a demon put inside her to see if she could resist. And she couldn't. We had to end it quickly. I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that.
Seems like the Templars could run the Chantry.
You'd think that, but it's not so. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
That's horrible. I can't believe they would do that.
Well, they do it, and they feel perfectly justified. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective, or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away, either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me. What do you need? Ask away.
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
Such as they are.
Where are the nearest Grey Wardens from here?
That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands.
Is there a headquarters somewhere?
Here in Ferelden, there's our compound in Denerim at the palace, but that's it. Loghain will have control over that and be watching it, no doubt. Beyond that, the only place I know of is Weishaupt Fortress. That's the headquarters of all Grey Wardens in the Anderfells, 1,000 miles from here. But I've no idea how to even contact them. So unless we try to get back to the compound in Denerim, I suppose the answer is no. There's nowhere for us
Well, we
to
need.
go.
So what happens now? There's just two of us.
I imagine that eventually the Grey Wardens outside of Ferelden will wonder what's happened. Why there's no contact from Duncan or someone. They'll send someone eventually. Though who knows what Loghain's people in Denerim will tell them. Maybe they won't send anyone. We could try to contact them. But that would mean leaving Ferelden, and even if we did, they couldn't come back with us in time to stop the Blight. So that means whatever happens, it's up to us.
I need to check something real quick. Damn it. Need to open up my web browser and get this one thing pulled up. I think it was this one. Let's see. Okay. Look, this is a different guide than I usually look at. Just trying to find something. Might follow this build instead of my regular build. Okay. Trying to figure something out. Trying to look at the. Probably should have looked up. Oh fuck! Probably should have been looking at a guide earlier. Trying to set up a damn guide now. We'll look at one. Suggested builds. Let's see. Yeah, damn it. Okay. .1. God damn it. Okay, what is... And the fucking game just crashed on me. I noticed it crashes more when it's on higher graphics, but it may have just because I had the damn browser open. I don't fucking know. Shit.
I thought Darkspawn killed the king. That
What do you
doesn't make
need?
any sense.
Ask away. The other main purpose for a Templar... You
Skipping
could
through this
call it
dialogue.
that, sure. I have to say I didn't have much interest in becoming a Templar after that. And since the chance...
It's probably political nonsense.
What do you need?
We'll be lucky
Ask
if they
away.
don't burn down the entire
Okay.
country fighting over
When
it.
the Grand Cleric... What do you need? Ask away.
Shit.
What do you need? Ask away. Such as they are. If we go north, so unless we try to get back to... I imagine that eventually we could try to contact them. I mean,
I'll look up the guide in a minute.
eventually we would have to use the joining to make more Grey Wardens, right? But I don't know how to do the joining, or what's involved. I know it involves Lyria and some other magic, and that it's really difficult to prepare, but that's it. Unless we can find out more about the joining, I guess we better get used to the idea that there might only be 2 of us for now. Until more come from elsewhere.
What happens if we just left?
Just left? You mean just left for Eldon? I don't know. If there's an archdemon, however, we're supposed to be the only ones who can defeat it. And that means the Blight would grow unchecked. Eventually, other Grey Wardens in Orlais and other lands would hear about it, and they would come to fight it, but they wouldn't come in time to save Ferelden. There's no way. I'm not going anywhere.
I have no more questions.
About the Grey Warden, what do you need? Ask away.
So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Haha, very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
Let's see. What skills might those be? So you mentioned...
Well, it wasn't an easy life, you know. I don't know whether or not you've noticed, but I'm not exactly the Chantry type. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Why did the Grand Cleric want to keep you?
I wondered that myself. It's not as if she valued me highly. I think she just didn't want to give anything to the Grey Wardens, is all. The Chantry didn't lose much. And I think I can do more fighting the Blight anyhow, rather than sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking. What do you need? Ask away.
Arleman raised you?
Oh, did I say that? I meant that dogs raised me. Giant slobbering dogs from the Anderfells. A whole pack of them, in fact.
That would explain the smell.
Well, it wasn't until I was 8 that I discovered you didn't have to lick yourself clean. Old habits die hard, you know.
That would explain the breath as well.
And my table manners too. Though, come to think of it, they weren't all that different from the other Templars. Or did I dream all of that? Funny the dreams you'll have when you sleep on a cold, hard ground, isn't it?
I dream of becoming a Grey Warden. Oh, wait.
Point taken. Let's see, how do I explain this? I'm a bastard. And before you make any smart comments, I mean the fatherless kind. My mother was a serving girl in Redcliffe Castle who died when I was very young. Arleman wasn't my father, but he took me in anyhow and put a roof over my head. He was good to me, and he didn't have to be. I respect the man, and I don't blame him anymore for sending me off to the Chantry once I was old enough.
Why did he send you off to the Chantry?
Arleman eventually married a young woman from Orlais, which caused all sorts of problems between him and the king because it was so soon after the war. But he loved her. Anyhow, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as his bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10, just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
What an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence, I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Arl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there, and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
You were young.
And raised my dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that. I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man, and well loved by the people. He also was King Caelan's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. Anyway, that's really all there is to the story.
I will be right back. I have to use the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. Oh yeah, I forgot I had her in the party.
Yes,
What do you know of this place?
Lothering. There are always people in Lothering. Yes,
What do you know of, I'd like to talk.
well, here I am.
The vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was.
A rose.
It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop. Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What was life like in the cloister?
Quiet. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
How so?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the Chantry.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
Thank you. Talk to her some more.
Yes? Well, here I am.
What would it sound like you'd be doing in Lothering's Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
I can see. Okay. They don't teach you how to fight in the cloister, do they?
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
Affirmed?
I was
Never
a
mind.
traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Alright, that's all I can get from them.
So how is it that Terran Logain survived when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that?
You're here about food. Take it up. I got other gear to sell.
You know any well-paying work in Lothering?
Check the Chanter's board. No,
I have
don't
dabbled in
suppose
such
you know
things.
anything. I figured if I'd pay good coin for some simple poison, something to slow them beasties down or make them think. Well, I don't really know what you need though.
He doesn't have that skill, but she does. How many vials of it do I need? Okay. To create 3 flasks of venom. You
Any
sell
luck with
anything
that
here?
poison? Or you here to see my
Okay, I'll take 8 of these. Actually, 11 of these. No, I can make some potions. Oh, didn't realize I had that too. Okay, I need 12 more flasks.
Any luck with that poison? Any luck with that?
I'll keep my weapons right now. I'll keep whatever I have right now.
Any
Wait,
luck
does
with
he
that
sell off
poison?
fruit? I already, never mind. He did. I already bought that from him. Going to check something. I'm gonna go get Sten from the cage.
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Red.
We talked to everyone in the capital.
I have been setting down in ink the tales of our exploits, and I have been thinking about ways to describe you. You are unlike any animal I have ever met, almost human in your intelligence and understanding. So, let me see. You're loyal, yes? That one is obvious. Very, very clever. This is also obvious. You are terrifying when you have to be, but gentle and sweet as a dove at other times. And you are also playful, sometimes gluttonous. No? What is all this begging for food scraps then? Well, all right. You're not gluttonous. You're just a lover of fine foods. How's that?
Take all that. Talk to them.
Greetings to you, good sir. If it isn't too much to ask, might you spare some bread or anything?
What happened to you?
We thought it would be safer in Lothering, that the Terran would bring his soldiers here. But bandits attacked us and took everything. Our food, our clothes, my daughter's pet lamb. Nobody cares about a few elves like us. Surely you understand.
I met those bandits. They're dead now.
You killed them?
That's wonderful news. Perhaps our belongings are still there.
I can't thank you enough, friend. Even if we don't get everything back, it's good to know others will be safe.
Alright, I need to go to Alistair, give him different equipment. Heavy chainmail, 20. And I'll give him the split mail boots, I guess. No chainmail. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if we can. I think all the rest of his armor was okay. Okay, I'm gonna give Liliana the battle dress. She needs 20 strength. She does not have 20 strength. Okay. I'll just have to take one of these. I don't think I have a leather helmet. I was supposed there's supposed to be like some kind of mod weapons I was supposed to get, but there's a chance they might not appear because I started the new game with the mods installed. So I might have to save the game, uninstall this stuff, come back into the game, save it without the things installed, and come back in, and reinstall it. A little bit of a pain. Wait. Dagger has, okay, they're all the same. I don't have enough dexterity to get rid of that. Oh. Okay, let's see. What does Alistair have? I think he has something that could be useful to her. Yep. Take that away from you. You the lucky stone. I might actually maybe even take that away. Good oath and lucky stone. This would help with her abilities, with her rogue abilities. Give her that. Okay, and that'll be it. Go over talk to these guys.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Is your profiteering ruffling some feathers?
You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
There's been so many of these men lately. Heartless opportunists, all.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Okay. You don't think you're being unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
I think you can compromise and still make a profit, no?
Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
A fine compromise.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Don't suppose you're looking...
I am indeed.
All right.
Ooh, toxin extracts. I'll just buy 3 of these. Right now. Actually, I'll buy 4. All you have.
What now?
Make the 3 venom for that one guy. I don't know why I bought 4. I guess I can... You sell any flasks?
Don't suppose... All right.
Don't sell flasks. Oh, of course you don't. I'm still gonna buy this death root. I can have Liliana make stuff out of that later once I find flasks. I think Bodan will sell them though. Pretty sure he sells that kind of stuff. Okay.
So many strangers are about now.
You looked
I'll do it.
after in return.
Take your children!
Deal with the crazy man.
You again! Can you all not smell the evil? This one is tainted!
Calm down, the Darkspawn can be fought and beaten.
No! I have seen them! You cannot run! You cannot fight!
You poor man, what happened to you?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn!
It must have been horrible. How did you escape?
No! I won't listen to the words of a man tainted by Darkspawn!
I'm not evil, please. Won't you talk to me?
I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off.
You're not honoring her death by acting like this. I'm sorry for your loss.
Why am I here? I should not have come!
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
There's always hope. Muster your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
The evil shall descend upon...
It's good to see you again.
Thank you, Sir Maron.
Who's in charge of it? I'm just gonna skip through this
The
part.
revered
He's
mother
not.
runs the... Were? Not since Terran... Is he still alive?
Okay, save it in case it crashes. Let's go free Stin.
There's word of Darkspawn's... Yes? Who might you be?
I am the Grey Warden, Melaran.
I see. I am Ser Bryant, commander of the Lothering Templars. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the King's death. You know this, I hope.
The Grey Wardens did no such thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Are you in charge here?
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
You do know that I'm a mage.
I have no time to even think about such things right now. My concern is protecting these people. I see nothing threatening them other than the Darkspawn.
How did Templars fight against magic?
We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magic, if only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so.
Where would I find the revered mother?
In her study, no doubt. Preparing. Our ban was summoned by Tern Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned.
Tell me about something else.
If the matter is important, certainly.
What can you tell me about the imprisoned Kunari?
I was there at the farmhold. The beast stood there, wet with the blood of the children. He didn't even deny slaughtering them. The revered mother ordered him caged. She has more mercy than I do. But perhaps she is right, and the Maker has love for all his creations, even the Kunari.
Nope. Kunari are experiments of ancient magisters, of forcing elves and dragon blood or something. I'm not really sure. I can't remember the lore. Is there a way he could be released?
You can ask the revered mother. I say let it... Other than the dark... None of it is good. Tern Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
Cailan had no heir?
None that we know of. Tern Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over
What's
who
wrong
owns
with
a
the Arl?
cottage while it burns. Arl Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure. One of the Arl's knights, Sir Donal, is here searching for fantasies while... Never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness.
Okay.
They are. Now, unless there's some... If the matter is important. I have heard word that the Templars who watch over the Circle of Magi's tower have... To have
know why?
such a call when mages are needed to fight the Darkspawn, something terrible must have happened. I have nothing else to tell you. The only news I... Now, unless there's something else, I can... It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. Maker's breath, how many times must we drive
They
them
won't
off?
bother you again, I killed them.
All of them?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
I could keep an eye out for trouble for the right pay.
I wish I could afford such help, to be truthful. Take your reward, at any rate. It is all I have to offer. If it interests you, there is a... Now, unless there's something else you need. If the matter is important...
I should go.
Travel safe.
Thank you.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donal? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Turn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
I say, shouldn't you be fleeing the Darkspawn?
My mission takes priority. But I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
I was hoping to meet the Arl.
Why is that, if I may ask?
We need his help against Terran Loghain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Loghain, however, is a he. Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Do you think Loghain is involved in the Arl's illness?
The Arl fell ill before the king died. But what if Loghain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there. I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Tell me more about that. Your friend, Sir Henrik, is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
Sorry about your friend. I dealt with the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
Tell me more about this urn.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste.
I'd like to hear what you've learned.
Surely you know all this. If you're truly interested, nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a... With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. Thank you again, good sir.
You've been most helpful.
And when the Maker spoke, chant of light scattered.
Oh, didn't realize I was still Liliana.
Those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
Can you unlock that yet? I think you should. Yep. Yeah, I thought she'd be able to since I was like right at the beginning. Gifts, whatever the crap I have. Tribal necklace. I don't know who could take that. I know she'll take this.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say. Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I
They're
am.
traveling minstrels. You have tales to share.
Of course I do. I love stories far too much
Tell me about
to
the
keep them to
Darkspawn.
myself.
I'm gonna kind of skip
Everyone
the
should
tales.
be able to chant lore. In ages past, the mages of any land that was touched by the taint. I know one, told to me by my mother a long time ago.
Morgan's
It
mother was called
always
Flemeth.
Are you sure? Was she the Flemeth of legend? Ferelden mothers, they also say that Flemeth mourns her. And then one day, they say she took to her side
skipping
many
this part.
chastened men. And
I
with
actually
their
kind of wish
help,
I went through it.
begat her daughter witches,
Stories from away.
who even now, of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. A long time, she learned to wield the sword as well. Now in those days, no woman was silent. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he. The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of, and to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline.
about the Darkspawn.
Chantry Lo- Any land that was touched by the
Another
taint.
story.
Which one?
Anything about the Dalish?
I have heard a little about how the elves the elves claim the Dale, but others. Andraste brought the Imperium to its knees. Andraste was burnt at the stake in Minra. The Tevinter Chant. We will never know for sure. Andraste brought the Imperium. Andraste was burnt at the... We will never know for sure. Yes? Well, here I am.
Let's move on. Get a quick save. Now go talk to the...
Then shall the chant of light make... Let all mankind be humble.
Her.
Let all
Damn revered
repeat
mother. I couldn't think of the damn name.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
I do not recognize your companion. Greetings. Will you be making a donation to the Chantry? Our need has never been greater.
Tithe to the Chantry? Right. What tithe is acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
30 so where it is.
Thank you, my son. What can I do for you then?
Oh, it's... I'm a Grey Warden. I need your help.
A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
I've heard, but him who betrayed the
Tairn
king.
Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. Now, if there is nothing else...
Can you provide any help at all?
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and Chantry. Now, if there is nothing else...
I want to talk about... I was hoping to receive your blessing.
For a Grey Warden? Yes. You have a difficult road to walk, don't you? In Andraste's name, I call upon the Maker to watch over his child and creation. Watch over his path, O Maker. Give him light in darkness. So let it be. Now, if there is nothing else...
I want to talk about Sten.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
What did he do?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Canary gravely wounded and took him in. The bandsman found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
You're certain he did it?
He confessed quite readily, but would give no reason for the crime. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Canary is a danger. The Maker demands justice, regardless of his race.
Is there any way I can, let's see, convince you to release him?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well. I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Those who have sinned.
Oh, there's a door.
And when
Wondering
the
what,
chant
like,
spreads across all
popped
four
open.
corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the lake.
Take that out of there. Time to go. No, I still have missions in Lothering to do, don't I? Damn it.
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Do you think they understand everything we say? Oh, is that so? You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know. Hey, now. There's nothing saying that a moron can't be cute and adorable. Who's the cute?
You wish something more of me?
LEVB.
My... You wish something more of me?
I have the key to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
How can you help us exactly?
I have spent my life in the Vanguard. I know war, and your lands need all the help they can get.
Very well, I'll let you out.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Thank you, Sten. Glad to have you with us.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Take dog out, put Sten in.
Yes. Why are we stopping?
I think we should talk for a moment.
There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you alright? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
I've never seen Qunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
No, why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
You said you were in the army.
I am.
What made you decide to become a soldier? Why did the Qunari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Qunari. We are how my people know the world.
Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, elf.
You must know your way around a battlefield, then.
Some of them. They aren't all alike.
Are you always this bad about answering questions?
Generally. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
What's your hurry?
What a strange language you speak. You say hurry, where I would say duty.
It's not your duty to handle the Blight, though.
No, it is yours, and you are chatting with me instead.
We should get moving.
As you wish. Yes.
Damn it. I think I may have lost stuff with him. I need to have a guide pulled up. What are you doing in that cage?
Sitting, as you observed.
Do you have to be so... That's not what I meant.
It's what you asked.
You're impossible.
I know. Parshera. Was there anything else? Speak, then. Then I suggest we move.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Why did you come to Ferelden?
To answer a question.
What was the question?
The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here.
What's an Arishok?
The one who commands the Antam, the body of the Qunari.
Why does he care about the Blight?
Why do you?
It could destroy the world.
Do you think the Qunari live on some other world, then?
Don't you have to report back?
Yes.
When are you going to do that?
Never. I cannot go home.
Why not?
It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on.
Question.
I am hardly... Very well.
Let's go.
I see. And why do you think this...
Crap. Forget I said anything.
It's a wonder why you even speak sometimes.
Damn it.
As you...
Okay, give him some crap. This is medium armor. Well, ours is the tank. I think they're more attracted to heavy armor. Let's keep them with that for now. Chainmail boots, chainmail gloves. Getting a little bonus. Jason Flatblade or this? This one. Give them the mark of vigilance. Any pockets. Okay, somebody's gonna have to give something up. Get away from her. Give it to him. Give that to Sten. What quest do I have here? Okay. Damn it. So far, most of this damn stream has been talking to people in Lothering. Let's see. Okay.
We done heard what was said. You're a witch. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack! Yeah!
As you wish. It is done.
Okay. You to use instead of coding. Wait. Until I get Zevran, I'm gonna keep her as a two-handed. Well, as a dual wielder.
Let's have at it!
Done with you now.
Let's make this quick.
I will not fall.
Yes. Performed as I expected.
There's 3 groups of them somewhere.
Yes.
Lock this. Thank you. I'm gonna go up there and fight off the Darkspawn. I'm not leaving yet. Barry Crunch.
Get back, Sandal! Don't let him touch you!
That backfired. Backfired very badly.
Flee while you can! You wanna die, don't you? This is a waste of time! Oh no! Run and run!
I tried to be merciful. Enough!
Die.
Now you die! Be gone! We have done well! Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
I doubt you want to travel with the Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Yes.
Let's go.
As
Damn it, come on. I'm also going to be anti-blood mage. I'm going to be a Chantry loyalist.
As you say. Oh! 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 Tush Kunari! Oh! Oh!
Attack that one.
As you say. Very well. Let's have at it! There is no hope for you now! Yes. Just die already! It will be done. Now you fall!
You guys attack that one. I will attack this one.
Yes. Foolish! That went well.
Can I loot their corpses? No, I cannot. Oh, there's the other group. Attack that guy.
You'll make for a pathetic enemy.
Of course.
Oh, you a funny one, you are.
Another foe slain!
I try to be merciful.
my voice as well, which is annoying.
Let him take notice.
Okay. Doing these quests, I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot once I leave the village because I have to start getting ready for work in about 45 minutes. The stream has mostly been walking around and talking to people in Lothering. Okay. Ah, crap.
Of course.
First, we're gonna go everyone through all the way over here. Where the wolves in there.
Yes.
Attack that. Attack the one that's hurt.
All right.
Okay, I need to remember to talk in a little bit louder voice.
Off I go.
Run and run! Now you die!
Die. Die, wolf.
I tried to be merciful.
Last one. Die, wolf. Dire wolf. Can I take any pelts? No, I can't. Found the body of the boy's mother and recovered her keepsake. I think the bears are over here. There they are.
It will be done. Very well.
Attack one of those.
I will not falter!
It is done.
Yes. You wanna die, don't
Die. Were there multiple groups of bears? I think there were. I don't remember.
It will be done.
Back over this way.
As you like.
Go over that way. I will stay here.
Of course.
Just start attacking it.
Let us end this quickly! As you say.
Oh, and get out of here.
Flee while you
Die,
can.
spider.
I
Die.
will not falter!
Maybe turn music down a little bit more.
I suppose violence is a solution. Sometimes. Come and get it!
How about you? Can you do anything? Use that ability.
At your command!
You should run while you can.
For the Grey Waters!
That should not have taken as long as it did.
Well, it did. Took the time it needed to. Okay, he found the body of... I think that's all I have to do in Lothering. I'll actually be right back. I have to use the bathroom again. I need to use the bathroom. I meant back from the bathroom, but... I need to use the bathroom, and I'm in the wrong place. Okay, why is that still an option to interact with? Can I close the gate? No, I guess I can close it. I have to go back to the Channer's board now. Let it go. Yeah. Hold on. Damn it. I need to...
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon it, and the stars stood still. All
I need to look up something in the browser. I don't have Flame Blast, I have Walking Bomb. Let's see. Okay, I need to figure out my class example specializations. Okay. Blood magic here it said is good. Well, I could be a blood mage and go with the Chantry. I know should probably go the Spirit Healer route. At least for now. Yeah, I'll go Spirit Healer for now. Let's see. Rate willpower by 1, I'll go with Spirit Healer. Group heal, there we go. Need to raise your strength all the way. And give you, let's see what I'll give you. Okay. Trying to find something here, damn it. Come on, you damn browser. Don't have all damn day. Let's see. Let's see, I'm trying to figure something out. Okay. I think he has powerful and threaten. Let me see. Does not have threaten. Oh yeah, he does. Never mind. I don't know what I'm thinking. Shield balance. Go with that. So I want to get up to shield wall. Damn it. Strength all the way up. I think he can wield Blight Blood now. No, that's 31 strength. I was wrong. Give him Oathkeeper. That's everything here. I can leave and probably have time to talk to Bodan and a couple other people in camp, and that'll be it. Not be able to do much else.
Please, we came here to get away from the fighting.
Well, I don't give a shit. I came here to get away from the fighting too. 10 years later, I'm still going on adventures, trying to find a cure for the blight. For a cure to stop being a Grey Warden. Thank you to anyone who's watching right now. Already just did a whole thing with them. Time to leave.
As you say.
Waking up from my terrible dream.
Bad dreams, huh?
Seems so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Why didn't Duncan just tell everyone that?
He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
New quest. Enchantment. Soldier's Peak. King's Confidant. Yeah. I wonder if I have these items in my thing. No, I do not. There are these items I'm supposed to have, but I don't have. I might end up having to do a console command to get them. I'm pretty sure I downloaded a mod which is supposed to give me them directly into my inventory.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennec, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the... I'm perfectly willing to offer you a
You're free
fine
to say, just
discount
mind
for the
yourselves.
inconvenience of
Have you
our
been following
presence.
us?
I can see why you might be suspicious. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was... If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're this wonderful. Thank the gentleman, won't you, boy?
Thank you, sir.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If there's anything I can do for you... I suppose... I ran a fairly successful business.
Lost glory.
She had me arrested on the lost ties. They're full. Bribed the guard that was what... Now, is there anything the board... That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. It's not all that different up here. There are Is that so bad? That's what I tell myself, too. Ah. That's right, boy. Well, he does seem to... With King Kalen dead, that's what I've heard on the... More likely they got tired of... That's what I've heard. I heard from some travelers that some... That's what I've heard on... I hear the Dwarven King is passed on. That's what I've... I hear... That's what I've... I've heard a lot of... That's what I've... Some... That's what I've heard. I hear tell... That's what I've... I hear the Tier... That's what I... People are disappearing. That's what I've... Something's going on at the Mage's Tower at Lake Callanhod. Nobody knows exactly what, though, and the Templars aren't saying exactly what...
That'll be my first stop.
Let's hope the Mages are just cooking up something to... That's what I've heard on the road. I hear... That's what I've... That's what I've... That's what I... That's what I've... That's what I've... That's what I've... That's what I've heard.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's... And there you have it.
Accept.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along. I'm sure you...
I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be some accessories here. Yeah. The damn items I'm supposed to get are not here. Means I think I was supposed to download the mods after. I'll deal with that some other time. I can buy the blood dragon helmet, but none of them can. Yeah, none of them can wear right now. I'm not going to. Keep some of the stuff for Zevran. Probably keep some stuff for Oghren. I might go here, then go directly to Orzammar. Just selling this stuff right now. Sell that. I think Ongren uses an axe. I don't remember what he used. No, he uses a two-handed weapon. So all of these items. Keep that for now. Luck and Heartwood staff. I want to see something. 2 damage to spell power. 1 spell power. I'll just keep it when I have right for right now. What the hell am I doing?
You and your friends have...
I don't know why I have that. Ring of Study. The Warden's Oath. Keep that, I guess, for now. Yeah, I'm gonna need... Let's see. 8. 15 flasks. Not for myself, of course.
What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so 'tis as... What do you wish? If you must.
How did you grow up in the Kokari Wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
Damn, I wish I'd saved it so I could choose that. I'm actually going to bring up Morgan's dialogue thing. Thank you for anyone watching. Okay. You can probe me anytime, male.
Beg pardon then while I jump for joy. You asked if I grew up in the wilds. A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
And you remained unnoticed?
For the most part. Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be...
overwhelming.
I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Very daring. That sounds like you.
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be travelling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
I have no idea. I'm not human.
Do not speak to me of trivialities. Your culture is not so entirely different. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Well, I'm glad it worked out this way, at least.
Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally, then. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
There's something over there? Nope, just a little bucket. Go talk to him.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
I'm Melloran. I've never heard of you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Warden. But poor Duncan's... well, no more.
Yeah, he's dead.
A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family... well, past a bit checkered, to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
Surprised you kept your name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that.
What favor did you ask Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honor.
Couldn't you just go there yourself?
Well, no one's
Oh,
been
never
to
mind. Oops,
Soldier's
wrong
Peak
one.
since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honor.
Why didn't he help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new wardens and meeting with good King Kaelin. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar, but he never had the chance.
Your family's... let's see. What do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of... but the place... well, they say it's haunted. Will you think on it, at least?
How will reclaiming it help?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
Your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Still need to talk to her. Don't need all these saves. Do a quick save right there.
Yes?
Actually, now might be a good time for me to stop. I can get dressed a little early. Maybe play a little Crusaders Kings 2 before I have to go, which won't get to do that well. So I am going to, let's see, find someone to host. I want to thank anyone who's been watching and lurking. I am going to host Caitlin DePerry. She is watching. Oh, she is playing Batman: The Enemy Within. Hope all of you stick around and show her some support.